You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no parties, no sections, nothing.
Nobody saw this coming. In a moment that's already being called one of the wildest scandals to ever rock the Harris family. King Harris DI's controversial son was just caught on camera in a situation nobody can explain away. A leaked video surfaced overnight showing King with a man, and what happened next exploded across every social platform, sending shockwaves through hip-hop.
How is the gingerbread house right there? It's not this.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in.
I think
You gonna give me a butter knife?
yeah.
Reality TV, and the entire Atlanta scene. Within minutes, Twitter was a war zone. Fans and haters arguing over what the footage really showed. Some said it was nothing but a setup. Others claimed it was the truth King had been hiding for years. But the real drama started when King himself went live, losing his cool, yelling at the camera, and swearing he was being framed by people desperate for clout. Meanwhile, Tia and Tiny went silent, no statements, no posts, just a cloud of confusion. And worry, is the Harris family hiding even more secrets? Was this the reason King's behavior has spiraled for months? Or is the internet running wild over nothing but rumors? One thing's for sure, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What comes out next could destroy the family's legacy forever. For years, the Harris family has lived under the brightest and harshest spotlight in hip-hop. With T.I. and Tiny at the center, they've built a reality TV empire on family. Hustle flipped public drama into platinum sales and made headlines with every move. But behind the image of Atlanta royalty, there's always been a sense that something wasn't quite right with the next generation, especially King Harris. King's always been different. While his siblings tried to play it safe, King ran wild, crashing parties, cursing out teachers, jumping into street fights, and using Instagram Live like a confessional booth. Fans watched him grow up on TV, but as he hit his late teens, things went from funny to full-blown reckless. It started with small things: skipping school, sneaking out of the house, battling his parents in public on everything from music to money to how he should live his life. I would call it growing pains and laugh it off on interviews. But the tension was always obvious. King wanted to be his own man, but the Harris name was both a blessing and a curse. Anything he did was instantly viral. Every argument, every party, every bad decision turned into a trending topic. If he flexed on IG, blogs accused him of being spoiled. If he vented about his struggles, trolls called him ungrateful. Still, nobody could deny King's charisma. He started building a fan base as the wild card, the rebel son who refused to play by his famous parents' rules. There were rumors of fights with producers, beef with fellow Atlanta rappers, and even a few sketchy friendships that had the whole city buzzing. But the real trouble started last year. A leaked video showed King at an after-hours party, surrounded by older guys and flashing stacks of cash. People whispered about what was really going on. But the Harris family closed ranks and spun the story as just kids being kids. After that, King's behavior only got more unpredictable. He'd go live at 3 a.m., cursing out anyone who questioned him. He bragged about cutting off fake family and hinted at secrets the world ain't ready for. Tiny was seen crying on her show, saying she didn't know how to help her son anymore. Then came the relationships. Some days, King would post up with a new girlfriend, playing the player role to perfection. Other days, there were cryptic post songs about betrayal, friendship, and hiding from the spotlight. Rumors began to swirl that there was more to King's life than even his most loyal fans knew. Meanwhile, T.I. kept trying to maintain control. He'd post proud dad messages, defend King on podcasts, and warn the media not to judge what they don't understand. But the cracks were showing. Behind closed doors, insiders whispered about fights at home, threats to cut King off, fears that his secret life would eventually come to light. The family tried to keep up appearances, holiday photos, all love captions, staged, TV specials, everything looked perfect. But those closest to King say he was drifting further and further from his parents' grip. Angry at being labeled the black sheep and convinced that the world would never accept his truth. Then, just when things seemed to calm down, the new video leaked that this time it wasn't blurry or out of context. It showed King clear as day caught in an intimate moment with another man. No explanations, no denials. Within minutes, it was everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, each clip with a more dramatic caption than the last. Fans were shocked. Haters were relentless. The media didn't hold back. And the Harris family, total silence. King's IG went dark. T.I. and Tiny disappeared from social. But the world was just getting started. What was once a rumor was now a firestorm. And everyone wanted to know, was King really caught, or was this another setup? How would T.I., known for his tough love and old-school values, react to his son being outed by the internet? And would the Harris family survive a scandal that threatened to tear them apart for good? What nobody knew was that the real drama hadn't even started, because what came next would force every member of the Harris family to choose loyalty, truth, or survival. The internet was in meltdown mode. Within hours of the video leak, hashtags like #KingHarris exposed, #TireAct, and #Harris's family secrets were trending worldwide. Twitter detectives pulled up every old clip, lyric, and interview. Reddit threads exploded with wild theories. Was this a setup? Did King know he was being filmed? Was this just the beginning of something even bigger? Blogs and tea? Channels rushed to upload reaction videos. Titles like King Harris caught lacking, and the real reason T.I. is silent hit 1 million views before noon. YouTube was flooded with side-by-side breakdowns King's past statements. The man in the video, even blurry screenshots trying to ID him. Then came the fake insider accounts, an anonymous TikTok page claiming to be close to the Harris family posted alleged DMs where King supposedly confessed, "I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm tired of hiding. This is me. Deal with it." Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody knew, but it didn't matter. The world believed what it wanted. King Harris finally went live, pacing in his room, voice shaking with rage. He denied nothing but lashed out at the world. "Y'all think this is funny? You think you know me? You don't know S***T? This is what happens when you trust the wrong people. I see the snakes in my own circle. But let me tell you y'all can break me." Fans flooded the comments with support. "King, we love you no matter what. Be yourself. Forget the haters." But the trolls were just as loud. "You exposed yourself, bro. Your dad must be ashamed. Gonna face your family now." T.I. and Tiny were still silent, but their close friends started speaking out. A longtime associate tweeted, "The world is cruel, but family always wins. Pray for the Harris clan." A source close to the family leaked to a major gossip blog that T.I. was furious and heartbroken. Behind the scenes, there were reports of shouting matches, slammed doors, and the whole family being told to put down their phones and keep their business private. One cousin wrote on IG, "Not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Protect your peace, King." Then, the twist. A new video surfaced, this time of King confronting the person who leaked the original clip. The footage showed him at a parking lot, screaming at a so-called friend while bystanders filmed the chaos. Why would you do this? You think this is a joke? Do you just want to go viral? You know what you did? The friend tried to defend himself, mumbling about clout and getting paid. Slum yelled, "You just ruined his life, bro." Paparazzi and fans who happened to be nearby caught the whole scene. By the next day, clips from the confrontation were everywhere. King was trending again this time, as both a victim and a loose cannon. Some fans sympathized. This is what betrayal looks like. No loyalty in 2025. That's not just a scandal, that's a setup. The price of fame is too high. Others doubled down. He brought this on himself. You live by the clout, you die by it. If you can't trust your own people, who can? You trust? Meanwhile, new leaks surfaced. Ms. old texts, even photos of King with various men at different parties over the years. Some were obvious fakes. Others looked all too real. But then, another twist. A mysterious insider posted that T.I. had hired a private investigator to find out who was behind the leaks and to shut down the story. Blogs ran with the headline, T.I. goes into crisis mode. Harris family declares war on snitches. As the public frenzy intensified, a surprising ally appeared, one of King's old rivals from the Atlanta rap scene. He went live to say, "Look, me and King had beef, but nobody deserves to get outed like this. Y'all so quick to judge." But the internet wasn't finished. A major talk show announced a Harris family special, teasing that T.I. and Tiny might break their silence live on national TV. The promo promised the truth behind the scandal. The pain behind the headlines can. The family survived their darkest moment yet. Fans waited. Rivals circled. And King, caught between betrayal and survival, faced the hardest choice of his life. Should he keep fighting, go deeper into the storm, or finally step away and live his truth, no matter who walks away? The first explosion was over, but the aftershocks had only just begun. As the world watched in real time, the Harris mansion turned into ground zero for the biggest family crisis reality TV had ever seen, even though no cameras were supposed to be rolling. Inside, everything was falling apart. Sources close to the family reported T.I. was furious. Tiny was devastated, and siblings were torn between defending King and distancing themselves from the scandal. One insider told a blog, "It was like a war room, everyone blaming everyone. Nobody's sure who to trust. T.I. wanted answers. Tiny just wanted her family back." Rumors started that the family was being pressured to make a public statement. But before anything official dropped, a leaked apology surfaced online, supposedly. "From King, I made mistakes. I let the wrong people in. My family didn't deserve this. I'll do better," except within minutes. King went on IG to say the statement was fake. "Stop putting words in my mouth. I don't know anybody but myself the truth." Fans were stunned. Is the family even talking, or is it just PR now? The Harris siblings got dragged in. One went live, tears in their eyes, begging the world to let us heal without a million opinions. Another simply posted a black square with the caption, "Family over fame, always." A wave of think pieces. Dropped online. Is the Harris brand too toxic to survive? Hip-hop's problem with privacy. When family becomes content, can King Harris ever escape the shadow of his last name? Amid all the noise, an unexpected twist. The man from the original video finally spoke up. Posting a cryptic IG story, "Truth always has two sides. I never wanted this. Forgive, but never forget who benefits from your pain." Speculation exploded. Was he a victim too? Did he leak the video, or was someone else behind it? Is this about King or about a bigger power play in Atlanta? As tension peaked, the network behind the Harris reality show released a surprise teaser, a montage of family fights, tearful confessions, and a promise that the real story will finally be told. Tune in for an unfiltered Harris family sit-down. Nothing off limits, no more secrets. Fans were torn, some vowing to boycott, others saying they couldn't look away. A few activists even called out the network. This isn't healing, it's exploitation. Let the family recover in peace. But nobody could stop the next twist. An anonymous account leaked one last clip, grainy, but clear enough to hear T.I. say, "We built this legacy together. You can destroy it with one lie or save it with one truth." It's your move, son. The video ended with King's voice, barely audible. Then let the truth come out. I'm done hiding. The world held its breath. Would King drop more receipts, set the record straight, or walk away from it, all leaving his family and his name behind? Would T.I. fight to save his son, or protect the brand at all costs? The Harris legacy, King's future, and the definition of loyalty itself, all hanging in the balance. The tension in the Harris mansion had never been higher.